you're moving to Dallas-Fort Worth and you're looking for a master plan community that really does have it all. I am in M3 Ranch in Mansfield, Texas. Great location, plenty of things to do for your family as far as amenity center that's coming soon, a resort style pool, and you cannot beat this location. We're gonna be looking at 2 builders today, Highland Homes right behind me, but we're also gonna check out Perry Homes. So let's go ahead and check out Highland first. Welcome to this beautiful Highland home. We are actually in the community of M3 Ranch, located in Mansfield, Texas. This is the Denton plan, and it's about 2,300 square feet, but it does not feel that way. Off of the entrance, you have this wonderful study. It's towards the front of the house, which is great because you kind of have that separation from your sleeping quarters to taking care of business up here. So this study, not a huge study. They obviously have shelving and things like that. Nice size desk, nice size chair. So plenty of room to do what you need to do if you do work from home. Off of this study, oh, please notice the double doors. Love that also. You can probably get these with the glass fronts too to let a little bit more natural light in. Off of the study, you have a half bath or a powder bath. Kind of see what you get. They do have the pedestal sink here, nice framed mirror, decent size. You don't feel like you're too closed in here, which is nice. Off of this powder bath, you have some storage, linen. They have some products in here. So great option if you need that storage. Here is a coat closet. So you can have your guests put their hang their coats or anything right there. So everything's kind of compact right here at the entrance. Notice to my right, this would be where the garage is. So act like it's not even there. To my left, we have the media room in this particular model. But please notice that this is a media room in this model. This can also be a 4th bedroom option, which is awesome. They have it decorated really cute, nice size TV. I love the height of the ceilings just throughout this house. It really does make it feel much larger than what it is. So just keep in mind that this can be a 3 bedroom, 2 bath option, 2.5 bath, or 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. So great to see that. Here you have some barn doors if you choose to do that. A lot of people like that decorative feel. Just kind of depends on your taste. To my left, you have the utility room, and it's like another coat closet. I would probably make this a linen closet, honestly. But the utility room is pretty simple. There's not a sink or anything in it, but you can fit, you know, side by side, washer, dryer, combo, whatever you need there. Now, right across from there, you have 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom. So we're gonna look at this full bathroom first. I love the height of this sink, decent size, got the storage there. They decided to do the shower install on this one. Decorative tile, takes care of what these 2 bedrooms need, and I love that you have this sink height here. Over here, you'll notice that there is one of the secondary bedrooms, and it's not a large secondary bedroom. You notice they just have the bed here, but I mean, you do have a decent sized closet, which definitely helps. You know, you come in here to sleep. Again, we're looking at 2,300 square feet, so just kind of keep that in mind. Next to this bedroom is another secondary bedroom, and you'll notice that they do have a nice walk-in closet on this one, which I think is great. Beautiful ceiling heights. Of course, they have these decorated really cute. I like that they did the upgraded carpet as well. That really just kind of adds a nice touch. You can also get the standard version of carpet, just kind of depends on your budget. Also like the baseboards, how the height of the baseboards is. I think that's a great touch. And notice the trim also around the doors and things like that. So we're gonna keep going. We haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of this house. We've shown you the secondary bedrooms, the study, the entry, all of that. Notice the long walkway. I love how this plan allows for that. So you have this nice long, almost bowling alley walkway, and then it just really opens up. This plan also has a hutch, and I think it's really a nice touch because it's very decorative. You notice the two-tone cabinets. Of course, these are an upgrade, but this hutch is standard with this plan. This is the Denton floor plan. The glass inserts, that's another upgrade, but just to have that is great. You have a nice size island. They kind of extended it out a little bit there, which is nice. You have your microwave oven combo there, corner pantry. Everybody needs to know how much storage you have there with the light. I think that's a nice touch. One of the things I noticed with these, and this is just a rule with Mansfield, you have to have the outlets on top of the island. So notice that, and they can no longer be on the side. Love the two-tone cabinets, and they even have that second layer of decorative cabinets above the cabinets here with the glass fronts and the lights. Nice touch. This is a gas community, so notice the 5-burner cooktop. And I love these pot and pan drawers. I think that's a nice touch. That's something you would get at the design center if you choose to do that. Granite countertops. Just a lot of things that they really did really well in this particular plan. This is also standard with this plan. Notice the window seat. Of course, these blinds, the plantation shutters, they're not standard. Those are quite expensive that you can add after you actually purchase the house, but it's a nice touch. So let's take a look outside. Check it out real quick. Backyard is just super cute, so glad we got a chance to check that out. So remember, I am Keela McGraw, your favorite Dallas-Fort Worth realtor. If you have any plans of moving to the area and you want to learn more about Mansfield or the surrounding areas, please give me a call, text, or email, and I'd love to help you. All right, let's take a look at this family room. Too much light when it comes to having a home. And I love how these tall, oversized windows really do let a lot of natural light into this space. And they are accompanied by a nice corner fireplace. And you notice they did the tile all the way up to the ceiling, which is always a nice touch. This family room is open. It's very open to your kitchen, open to your breakfast area. So it really is a good space to entertain if that's what you choose to do. But it really does have just, I feel like I'm getting a big, nice, cozy hug just being in this space. And it may be the colors, but I think it lends a lot to the layout also. As you come around this corner, we get to go into the master or primary suite. And it really opens up here. Notice the bay windows. That is a nice touch. Of course, that's an upgrade as well, but it does really open up the space. You add square footage by just getting that simple bump out to your bedroom. They did put another kind of like barn door leading into the master bathroom, but this master bathroom is gorgeous. And I really love the color scheme of this particular home. They did a really good job. Of course, they have professional designers. Notice this beautiful freestanding tub and the tile that goes all the way up to the ceiling that encompasses this whole tub and shower area. Decorative tile. Nice glass open shower so you don't feel like you're enclosed in a closet. Beautiful, I mean, the vanities are gorgeous, and I love how they have this kind of like seating area for makeup or anything like that. They even have it decorated that way. Framed mirrors and a cute window. Look how cute that window is. It's not too large. They do have some covering there, so a nice touch. You do have some nice storage here inside of your bathroom, which I think is nice. You don't have to leave the room for any of that. And your toilet closet. All right, the master closet. Great space. I feel like I'm in an echo. I hear an echo in here because the space is really that large. Plenty of space to put your clothes and different things that you need to hide behind a closed door right in this space. So remember, this is the Denton plan. It's about 2,300 square feet. 3 and 4 bedroom options. This is Highland Homes. We are in M3 Ranch. And remember, the price range for this is going to start around $500,000 to $700,000 for the base plans. Now, that does not include a lot premium if you choose to build on a lot that has a premium. Otherwise, the price is included with the price of the home, the lot size anyway. The other thing you need to also remember is that this particular community does not have a mud or pit. So you really do some great savings. You have great savings with not having to pay that extra tax for a mud or pit that you see in a lot of master plan communities. So we're wrapping up this house. Let's get ready to check out the next one. Before we see the next house, I want to talk a little bit more about this community. Now, we are in M3 Ranch, which is a master plan community in Mansfield, Texas. This is going to be over 900 acres with right around 1,500 to 1,600 residences in this area. This is located just off of Highway 287. We're near shopping and different dining options as well. Students who attend, who live in this community will attend Mansfield Independent School District, which is a B-rated school district, 88 out of 100 from the Texas Education Agency. Keep in mind that there are going to be different amenities in this particular community. They're going to have an amenity center. They'll have a resort-style pool, different biking trails and walking trails and ponds and things like that. The amenity center is projected to be complete at the end of 2025. So plenty of options, especially in a location like Mansfield, which is centrally located in DFW because it's between Fort Worth and Dallas. So the second home we're looking at is a Perry home. It is a little bit different than the Highland home that we just saw, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the layout. It is also one story, so let's check it out. We are now in a Perry home. We're still in M3 Ranch, and we are in Plan 2513. Now, 2513 is the actual square footage of the house, which is one of the great things about Perry homes, is that you know the square footage of the house based on the plan number. Now, this home has 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and a game room. So this game room that I'm going to show you is very versatile. You could be using it as a study or as a game room as they have it shown. It is towards the front of the house, so let's go ahead and check it out right here. This game room is spacious, and again, it can easily be used as a study. They have it almost set up as a combo with the desk here, but a nice cute sectional with the TV here. It does face the front of the house, so you get a lot of natural light. Huge French doors with the glass front, so that's a nice touch. Let a lot of natural light in. And again, it's at the front of the house right off of the entry. I love this option because you can do so many different things with this space. It could be truly just a study or truly just a game room. Notice the large doors with the glass for the entry. Again, that lets a lot of natural light in, and you'll love that part, especially when you look down this long entryway into this house. This would normally be a wall because this is where the garage would be. The garage door would be here, and then there's a little mud space here where you drop off backpacks, whatever you don't want to bring actually into the house, that would be here. Now, one of the things about Perry is people notice these huge walkways and the tall ceilings. They have some nice woodwork up there as well, which is a nice touch. I love how this plan has the bedrooms separated. And this is going to be the first quarters that we're going to look at. I like how they have their own linen closet. So if you have that teenager or, you know, kind of like an adult person living with you, they can really have their own space here. They have their own linen closet, their own bedroom, which is a good size. This one does have a window facing the side of the house, but it has its own ensuite bathroom. They did use the stand-up shower option in this bathroom, which is a great option because a lot of people don't really take baths anymore, but you still have a bathtub in this house. A nice size walk-in closet, so you can have plenty of storage, and you really do have your own little retreat by having this space. So whoever's living here, they're gonna be fighting for this space. It could be easily almost qualify as like a second master with everything that you have with it. The bedroom isn't as large as your primary, but the space is there, everything that you would need. Now, again, I love this floor plan because you do have that separation of space with the bedrooms. As you walk right across from there, you have this nice open area that really separates the other 2 bedrooms and bathroom that are secondary to this house. Here's one of the secondary bedrooms. Again, you have the nice size walk-in closet. This bedroom is plenty big enough. You notice they have a full-size bed. They still have some decorative shelving there and a dresser. So plenty of space, and I love how you really have that separation here. I like that. In between the 2 bedrooms, you have a full bathroom. This bathroom is a good size also. Tub, shower combo. The ceiling height is a good height as well. Everything you need here is kind of like shave counter height. I like that also. And then you have your other secondary bedroom. Good space. This one's really cute too. I love how the designers design these spaces. This walk-in closet is actually a good size. I feel like it's larger than the other ones that we just looked at. So there you go. That's one thing about Perry Homes is you'll notice that each one of the bedrooms truly do have a walk-in closet, which is always a plus. Now, next to this bedroom, we have the utility space. And I like that it's tucked away. And I like how it is centralized in the middle of the house, and I'm going to show you why. Utility space for your washer dryer. You have some cabinet space and a hanging area. This door actually leads to the master closet. So that is so convenient. You have 2 doors. The utility space is in the middle, so you have your secondary bedrooms that could be handling laundry and taking it to their rooms. You have the master bedroom and closet here. They can be taking their laundry to their space, and really good use of space with this floor plan. Now we're going to go over to the meat and potatoes of the house, of course, where most people spend most of their time. And that is going to be the kitchen and the family room. So this kitchen is very open. Again, this floor plan is open with the main areas. You have some decorative cabinets there with the glass inserts. Of course, that would be an upgrade. Beautiful Vent-A-Hood, nice upgraded backsplash, 4-burner gas stove, cooktop here. Nice space. I love how this space is kind of laid out. Of course, you have your dishwasher and sink there. You have a nice corner pantry with plenty of space there. They did the under cabinet lighting, which adds a nice touch. They have this set up as like a coffee bar area. The island is a good size. Again, you have your outlet on top, your microwave and oven combo. And then you have this additional counter space and cabinet space right below these beautiful windows. This adds that extra touch of letting in some natural light into this space. It also helps separate and identify the dining area. Because these spaces are so open, you need some identifying pieces to really outline where your table would go. And this is a nice size table. It seats 6, but it blends very well with this area. Lots of storage options there, so you can put seasonal things and all kinds of cool things there. Then you walk over here and you are in the family room. This family room, again, is very open. You can see the dining area, you can see the kitchen. Of course, you have these beautiful large windows that are open to the backyard that we'll check out here in a little bit. Corner fireplace. You don't have to have a fireplace, but it's nice to have a builder that has that as an option. Not every builder does. They have a cute mantle and they decided to put the TV right up there. Again, this space is very open. I love how you can really entertain and everybody can be in one space but be doing different things within that space. Here we have around the corner the master suite, and this master suite is bright and open. You have some large windows that are open to the backyard. We are on a 50-foot lot, so you still get a nice sized yard. They have a lot of it being utilized for some landscaping. But over here, you have the master's ensuite. Separated vanities, framed mirrors, decorative lighting. I love how they have the garden tub right in the middle of this space. And you also have 2 closets and a shower area. So you have 2 very separate closets. This, remember, leads to that utility room that we talked about. So nice to have that. I don't know who would fight over this side of the closet space because there's a totally separate closet on the other side, which is great to have because you kind of want that separation that way. If you have someone that's messy, they can close the door and be in their mess. In this bathroom, you still have some natural light coming through with the rain glass windows. You have 2 of those here, lots of natural light. I could turn off all of these lights and it would still be nice and bright in here. You have the walk-in shower, great size. I mean, I don't have super long arms, but plenty of room to do what you need to do in here. And then over here is the other closet. It's a little bit smaller than the one we just left that was connected to the utility room, but still a decent size. So again, the layout of this house, if you have a family, a lot of people choose to do the 1-story homes just because you can really grow in them. First starting out, you might want to have quick access to your kiddos, the younger ones, so you could easily walk through that door and get to their bedrooms. But also, if you have aging parents or anything like that, this could be a great option for them because it kind of gives them their own space as well. We're going to take a little time to look at the backyard real quick and wrap up more about this community. Okay, welcome to this beautiful backyard. Nice covered patio. They have a nice outdoor TV here as well. Dining area. This is a 50-foot lot. It doesn't quite feel like 50 feet because they have some extra landscaping here to really set off this backyard. But there is plenty of space here for kids to play around. If you have a dog or anything like that, plenty of space, yard space, which I do like. These are not small yards. 50-foot space lots are a decent size. So here's the backyard. Okay, so we just saw 2 great builders, Highland Homes and Perry Homes. Now keep in mind, we are in M3 Ranch and there are other builders besides Highland and Perry. There's also John Houston Homes as well as American Legend Homes. Now this community starts around $450,000 up to about $1 million. So all different price ranges, all different sizes of homes that you have to choose from. The lot sizes, we're looking at between 50 to 80 foot lots. Now, keep in mind, Mansfield is a suburb of Fort Worth, but it's located just between Dallas and Fort Worth. So you're in a great location. The residents in Mansfield are very friendly, and the population's only about 80,000 people. As far as schooling, B-rated schooling, 88 out of 100 from the Texas Education Agency. This community really does have everything that you're looking for in a master plan community. Please note the beautiful waterfall. M3 Ranch has one of the most beautiful entrances into their community. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. If you want to know more about this community or others in the area, please give me a call, text, or email, and I'll see you in the next video.